What's up, guys? Tim Ruswick here. I just wanted to share something really cool with you. So, over the past several months, last 180 days, I've started my YouTube channel, right? This YouTube channel has existed for about exactly 6 months. I started posting videos about 180 days ago. By the time you guys see this, it'll be a little more than 180 days. But I decided to do a test because I have a lot of experience in marketing. That's one of the things that I did for a lot of years. So I look at everything as a test. And I've shared that on this channel a couple times. But I always like to experiment and figure things out. And I had worked with a lot of clients doing YouTube marketing, but I had never actually done it myself. I did a long time ago, like way before YouTube was even owned by Google. So I don't really think that counts. But essentially, I wanted to test out how all this content marketing works, how it works. And, figure out a way that I could help build an audience to for a Game Dev Underground, to help you guys out with all the different tools and software that I was doing, build something that I thought was cool, that I felt like I really would get behind with game developers. So I thought I would show you guys an intimate look into some of the things that I tested, how it worked, because if you plan on doing any kind of YouTube marketing, I think it would help you out. So essentially what I did is I broke this 180-day test into two sections, and we're on the third stage now, but in order not to skew my data, I got to keep that under wraps for now. But for the first 180 days, first 90 days, what I did is I did a video a week, one video a week, and I promoted the hell out of each video every week. And I want to show you what those analytics look like. So for 180 days, or for 90 days, I'm sorry, so 223 to 523, I think it was. This is what we're looking at. So initially there was a spike from the first video I posted. There was a huge spike from one of my Facebook videos. It was either the Facebook video or it was like 5 things you need to know for your marketing. That was like one of the top posts in an indie game development group, and it got posted on Reddit, and that's what this huge spike is. But as you can see, each week it kind of bumps up when I do my little marketing for my video, but it just kind of goes back down to where it was. And we can go into watch time and we can see in more detail what that looks like. So initially this was the finish the damn game video. Maybe I should go back slightly more so you can see that, because this 180-day thing may be slightly off. So this was the finish a damn game video. This is the first video I ever posted on YouTube. This got this little spike. It got 6 hours and 25 minutes, which I think is actually pretty good for the first video. That usually doesn't happen. But it went back down. Look at all these. It went to like 4 minutes, 0 minutes a day, 42 seconds in a day. And then my second video, this was the second or third video, maybe it was the third video, got a huge spike, awesome, got front page, but then it went right back down to where it was. And every week when I would promote, I would get a couple hours of watch time, and then it would go right back down. I really don't see any progress. There's a tiny bit of progress in the watch time. It's starting to build up over here, but it's not really getting anywhere. So, kick in phase 2. Phase 2, we're going to look at the last 90 days. And then we're going to compare that to the first 90 days, or the previous period before that. And I want to show you guys what this looks like. So as you can see, this big-ass spike doesn't look big anymore. And this is the difference between daily videos on YouTube and weekly videos on YouTube. This is a massive, massive difference. And I showed this to a couple people. I showed it in the Discord chat, which, by the way, if you're not a part of that, you should definitely join. Links in the description. But I was talking to a couple people. I was explaining them like how it all works. And if you see this, like, this is insane. So the last 90 days has like, what is this, 10 times the amount that the first 90 days had. The numbers are massive differences. Like, it's insane to me. And I've done this a couple times. I've done this with clients. I've done out with, starting a company or anything like that takes a lot of consistency. And one of the things that I see all the time is, like, if we look at the lifetime of the channel, let's look at this year. People start, right? They start and they get excited and they get some progress, and then maybe something good happens, and then they don't really see that they're making any progress, and they quit here. They quit in this section right here. Some of them even quit here, right? They quit before they ever get anywhere, and they quit because they're not getting anywhere. But what they don't realize is, like, this is what starts to happen after a long time of consistency. This is what you start to see, right? And this happens with life, not just YouTube. I mean, YouTube, there's an algorithm that obviously they like daily videos better, but this has a compounding effect in so many different ways in life that I can't even explain. Like, there's something about dedicating 6 months, a year, 2 years to something that gives you this crazy kind of momentum that you can't get anywhere else. And this is what bothers me so much, especially about indie games, because these are works of art. These are beautiful games that might not never get created because somebody quits here. And some people don't even get this spike. They don't get the validation that they're on the right track. A lot of people spend a lot of time here. Like, look at this. This is me promoting the shit out of every video that I put out. It's putting it on Facebook, putting it on Reddit, putting it on Twitter, being called a spammer. Like, this is me promoting this. This is me trying my hardest as a marketer to put every video out. And this is the little spikes that I get. This is the result of consistency. There is no marketing of any of my. This little spike was a little bit of marketing because that's when I did the Shaddy interview. So he promoted that. I put that on Reddit too. So that kind of messed up the data. But outside of that spike right here, all of this, there's no marketing at any of these videos. None. This is all organic. This is all organic shares. This is all organic. How it all reaches. And people are starting to share. That's what this last spike is here. People are starting to share it. People are starting to see it. We're starting to get, exposure. And now, granted, I'm working with other developers, right? Like, that's my audience for this channel. So if you're marketing a game, it may be a little bit different. But I guarantee you it's going to be similar to this. You're going to have a hell of a long time in the slog getting started. It's going to seem like it's not working. It's not going to seem like nobody cares, and you got to push the shit out of everything that you produce just to get any visibility. But that starts to change over time. This looks similar for a blog. This looks similar for anything that you can imagine. It's there. And just like, look at this comparison, man. This says it all. This is the power of consistency right here. Like, you really can't get better than this. Like, it's so clear. This is it. And one of the things I will say, and I guess I give you guys a couple YouTube tips that I've kind of learned in the last 6 months that I didn't know. YouTube heavily promotes watch time. Watch time is its main metric. That's the metric that it gives you. It gives you views as well, but watch time seems to be its main metric, which means if you can get someone to watch for a longer period of time, that works better. As you can see, that my top video here is this video is an hour and something long on the Shaddy interview video. That's why it has the most watch time, even though the percentage view is 20%, way lower than all these other videos. The 20% of an hour and 20 minute long video, hour and 13 minutes, is 14 minutes, whereas the average view duration. Oh, you guys can't even see that. I gotta put it up. So 20% is the average view duration, is the percentage viewed, but the average view duration is so much higher than all these other numbers. So longer videos tend to seem to work better on YouTube for whatever reason. I aim for about 10 minutes per video. Some are longer, some are shorter, but that's about my aim for this specific reason. A lot of my earlier videos were shorter. Another thing that does, like, if you go on the overview page, another thing that does is it increases your view duration, which, higher view duration per video means more watch time, which means YouTube promotes you out more. Another thing that I've learned over the years is I used to think that, okay, YouTube wants likes, they hate dislikes. and that's how it was. But YouTube actually, they reward likes, dislikes, and comments. They treat all of these the same way. These are treated as engagement, and all engagement is good in YouTube's eyes. So if you've got a very controversial video, not saying you should do this as a strategy, but if you have a controversial video that gets a bunch of likes and dislikes, that's good. You should treat that as a good thing. You shouldn't get discouraged if a bunch of people dislike the video. YouTube sees that as engagement, and it rewards you for it, and it pushes you around. Last thing I want to show you guys is my traffic sources. And I want to show you this because I want you to get you understand like how long this takes. So let's go back to, what is it? 221 to 3, 4, 5, 21. This was the period, I think. I don't remember the numbers. I'm bad with numbers. Whatevs. Okay, so we got basic period. So if you see this, these are my sources where all the traffic came from. As you can see, external is number one by far. 37 versus 15, okay? If we click on external, this is going to give you the actual traffic sources. Now, most of my traffic came from Facebook, promoting on Facebook in Facebook groups. Second biggest was Reddit, then YouTube, then actually my website promoted it, my Twitter promoted it, Google search a little tiny bit, 1.9%. I really don't think that's statistically significant, but then you can see a couple of these, Discord, Bing, who uses Bing? 11 people use Bing, apparently. But I want to point this out because I want you to see, like, I was promoting the shit out of these. The majority of my traffic is traffic that I sent to these videos in this time period. This is all me. If you post something and you don't promote it, this is what it's going to look like right here. No one is going to see it in the beginning. Nobody. And it takes so much work. And you have to be dedicated to push the shit out of your shit early on. Like, because no one is going to see it. The majority of my traffic, 77%, 69% of my views came from Facebook. The other 8.7% came from Reddit. This is all me pushing. Now, if we look at the past 90 days, YouTube promotes... Is that can't be accurate. Wait a minute. Watch time. Last 90 days. What happened to the... Something's up with the analytics, guys. Okay, here we go. There we go. Reset it. All right, so let's look at the last 90 days. All right, so this is the watch time now. Look at this. External is number 4 now. Suggested videos is by far suggested videos and browse features, which are both YouTube sending me traffic. YouTube is actually going out, finding people that would be interested in the videos and showing them the videos. And then third, the channel pages, which are actual people's channel that my little channel icon will show up on their channel. It also can be my channel too, because people watch videos on my channel. Now you see the external 5.6%. Now granted, I haven't been promoting this at all, but I want to point out that this 5.6% was bigger than 100% of my effort 90 days ago. If we look at this, I don't know if we can do a comparison with this detailed data, but we can try. Previous period. Okay, so look at this. So external in the previous period, 6,878 watch time minutes. Okay, that is the result, the sum total result of all of my hard work in 90 days. In 90 days. And I want to point out that in the last 90 days, I've gotten almost triple from zero amount of promotion. Maybe 5% promotion because I did the one video. YouTube, like look at the difference between this. Suggested videos 3,000 minutes versus 115,000 minutes. It just takes time, guys. That's all I wanted. That's like my message. That's been my message from day one. Like consistency over everything. I used to dream about the day where I would go into real-time analytics and see all of these people in real time watching my stuff. It's awesome to see this. It's awesome that I'm helping people. I cannot like convey the emotion of how awesome it is to watch this growth every day, to watch how, help people and like explain this stuff to you guys. And it's so cool to me because there's so much stuff that I've done for so long. Like I was writing blog posts for 3 months before I started YouTube. That wasn't getting any traction. I tried all kinds of other stuff. And knowing marketing, I knew something was going to work. I knew that Game Dev Underground had to work. I just had to figure out how. And no matter what you are doing, no matter what you're building, no matter who you're trying to get in front of, right? Like you can build an audience. It's not hard to do. It's really simple. It just takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of consistency. And yeah, you're going to have times, you're going to have stuff where you can't figure shit out. You're going to have setbacks and roadblocks. There are plenty of times where I wasn't sure what I was going to post. And there are plenty of times where I didn't feel like doing a daily video. But all marketing is like this. I want to point that out. No matter who you're targeting, whether it's players, whether it's game developers, whether it's, anybody that you can think of, all marketing is like this. It takes a lot of work up front, and all of the results come later on down the road. Now, this is early on too. This is really early. I want to point that out. In another 90 days of daily, this graph is going to look insane. And I have a goal, man. My goal, my lifetime goal with this, and I'll share it with you guys. I shared this on the Chris DeLeon podcast, but I don't know if you can see, but that little post-it right there, it says 29 years of watch time. I'm 29 years old. 29 years of watch time in minutes is 15,242,400 minutes. I want to have more watch time on my channel than the minutes that I've been alive, because that's how I see me making an impact in the world. That's how I see, okay, my existence in life has transformed, not even transformed, but like helped other people more than the minutes that I've been alive. I feel like that validates me somehow, like that can help me help people more. And I've always wanted to help people, but I've never like figured out how I could. And I feel like if I'm coming across excited, it's because for the first time in, a long time, I really feel like I'm getting through, like I'm making a difference. And I want to share this with you guys. I want to be completely transparent and share with you the journey of what it looks like and how all this works. But there's a lot of darkness in any long journey. And this graph looks the same for anything that you start, any business, any game, any piece of software, any startup. There's a lot of work in the beginning with very little result, and then it starts to pick up and you get momentum. And you just got to stick on long enough to get the momentum. And that's my message for today, really. Like, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I want to share with you the results of not only like the actual tactics and stuff that I learned from YouTube, but also I want to share, my journey as doing this for so long. 6 months is a long time. 90 days doing daily videos, man. It was hard. It was not easy. It's definitely gotten a lot easier, and so it does get easier. I feel like I'm dedicated to this now. I don't feel like it's a choice of whether or not I'm gonna post a video. It's like it's just a matter of how or when. But I want to share that with you guys, and I hope you found it useful. If you did, please leave me a comment. I would love to hear what you guys' thoughts. I am happy to answer any questions you guys have about YouTube marketing. I've learned a lot over the last six months or so, and I think I can help out. If you guys have any questions about YouTube, I'm an open book. I'm happy to share anything at all. Let me know. Leave a comment below, and until next time, see you guys then.